Hi there everyone, and welcome back to the Vintage Sewing Machine Garage YouTube channel. I'm actually making a video for you today, or I'm actually sharing a video with you today of something that is a bit of a milestone for me. It's almost like coming full circle, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Actually, the video is going to be the 500th video that is on this channel, which is hard to believe because I never even imagined having a YouTube channel, much less having this many videos. And this hobby of mine, tinkering with vintage sewing machines, began 10 years ago, this year. And with 500 videos, I still can't believe it because the YouTube channel was started 8 years ago. For the first 2 years, I didn't make videos because I was just tinkering with machines, and I would post them, on a place like Craigslist, or and I would just say, hey, I've restored this machine. Would you like to buy it? And over time, I started adding more photos as these selling sites would let you share more photos. And then I got even more interest in the machines I was saving by making videos. In fact, the first video I ever made was made for the purpose of simply showing people what I did for the machine. It never occurred to me that other people would want to watch these videos. And anyway, this is a milestone for me and the channel. And the first machine, going back 10 years, that I ever restored, of course, is here, right? You see it along the banner. Look at the image here. You see that two-toned cream and tan colored Singer. That's a Singer 301. And in the little round porthole image here, you see it from the side or from the profile, and you can really see the wonderful slant that the Slant-O-Matic 301 was known for. So I didn't have a video of this machine. Of course, 10 years ago, I wasn't making videos. And it's the first machine I ever restored. Now, I had photos of it, that obviously, because I've got them here on the home page. Well, recently, I reconnected with several of my colleagues from grad school, and one of those colleagues was the person that bought my first machine, and she still has it. And I reached out to her, we reconnected, and I said, hey, how are you? We got caught up, and then I said, do you still have the machine? She says, oh yeah, I use it to make, toys and clothes for my baby. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have a baby. So, time has passed since we were in school. And so I said, I told her about the channel. I said, would you mind making a little video just showing the machine? I'd love to see it. Maybe my viewers would too, or maybe not, I don't know. And so she did. So I have this video to share with you all. There's no fancy production value or anything. You'll see her demonstrating it. And one of the things you are going to see is the wonderful slow needle control that so many of these vintage singers were known for. I've talked about it in many videos, but I wanted to kind of share it with you to mark this occasion. Again, the whole purpose of starting this channel was based on an assignment in graduate school, and I did my first videos just to simply, 2 years after I started the hobby, I said, I'll make videos just to help, find buyers for the machines. And then it turned into this. So you just never know where any project is going to take you. So I'm just talking to you now to introduce to you what you're seeing with this video, okay? And then I'll see you on the other side of the video, and then we'll finish up from there. Anyway, I hope you enjoy seeing the first machine I ever overhauled, one that I never thought I would see again, and certainly not one that I could ever make a video of.
So I'm using the Singer 301A to make a little toy for my daughter. I love this little machine. It's great. Use it for a bunch of little projects. It's got a all metal body. Oops. Right there.
Well, there you go, everyone. That is the Singer 301 from 10 years ago. I had no idea what I was doing. I got really lucky. The machine had not been used very much. It's one of those machines that was purchased for someone, or maybe they purchased it themselves, and maybe they didn't enjoy sewing very much. I don't know. But that 301 was a dream to work on, and it was actually fortunate because it was my first. And I had a blast doing it, and it really drew me into not just appreciating old vintage sewing machines, but appreciating vintage consumer products, period. Whether it's any number of small electric appliances that I've been interested in since that time. But when you see this video, what it really shows is that when you work on something and you have a project, maybe you're doing it for yourself, maybe you're doing it for a friend, or maybe you're just into the hobby and you want to save the machines and find them new homes. It's incredible to realize that something that was made around 1951 is still usable, and it's still creating, it's a wonderful tool for my colleague to make these items. And it really says a lot about the way things were once made. So when I looked at the statistics for this channel, I was floored. Again, I'm launching, this is the 500th video, but since the channel was started in April of 2015, I have had over 3,700,000 views, more than that now, 31,000 subscribers, and 318,000 hours of all of you good people watching these videos. And if you've seen any of the videos from the early days of the channel, you know that there's a lot of stops and starts and dropped cameras and blurry and shaky images. I have tried over time, not always successfully, to improve the quality of that. And I appreciate all of you having the patience to watch some of the early videos. And today, when I do something, particularly when I'm working on a machine, if I drop something or I miss something, I try to leave it in there. I don't want to overly curate the videos to the point where, they look like, oh, it's, you have to have a perfect setup or a perfect world to do this. Because just like me, some of you, you will have fits and starts. But if you're just getting started in restoring or overhauling vintage sewing machines, that's okay. You'll make mistakes. Very often, the machines can be forgiving. They're just waiting on you. They're from another time when all of the software was in your head. The machines didn't talk to you. You had to listen to them. Well, they did talk to you, but not with beeps and electronic codes. There's nothing wrong with that, but these machines still work in part because they don't require software updates. Lastly, I wanted to say a thank you to all of you who have taken time to visit this channel, who have asked questions, who have subscribed. If you haven't, please feel free to do so. There's no cost to subscribe. And you can, of course, where's that little bell symbol? It's somewhere here. You can click on a bell when you're watching a video, and it will remind you when a new video is posted. The other thing I wanted to say to all of you is to also thank you for the way you present yourselves. I was raised by a family that really focused on raising their children to understand how to speak in public, how to behave in public, how to treat other human beings. Sometimes people disagree, and sometimes they disagree passionately, and that's okay. That's always been true. But I have noticed things in the culture changing where people are a little meaner, a little less polite. And, there's an old expression, would you, if someone says something in a crude way, you say, would you speak to your mother with that mouth, And I have to honestly say to all of you, in the 8 years that I have had this channel going, the percentage of people who have come in and spoken inappropriately or been crude is so low. I mean, it's hard to even measure. And I mean, occasionally, YouTube, of course, has a filter for spam, and occasionally stuff like that comes, but not much. And of course, those comments are filtered out, or should be. But I have to say, the number of people who have come to this site and made a comment that was rude or inappropriate is so low. I think I could count on two hands the total number of people who've done that. And that's what I'm trying to get at here. The way the people who come to this channel, the way you share knowledge, you ask questions, even the way you disagree, which is totally fine. That's how we all learn. All of you have done it with class and manners. And I can tell you were raised right. It just shows. And I'm so grateful to you for that, because you have restored my faith that not everyone in the world has forgotten how to behave and treat one another. So thank you for that, and thank you for watching this channel, which began as a simple academic exercise. And I found with so many people looking at the videos I posted, it kind of gave me the idea to post more. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have ideas, please share them in the comments, things you would like to see. Some of you are still waiting on some videos, I promised. But I have found this a very big surprise. And if you have ideas of what you would like to see me do with the channel next, in terms of how I might be able to help any of you individually. I can't always answer every comment. The statistics I gave you should illustrate why. And I can't always respond and help someone with a specific problem for many reasons, because I don't really have a video connection with them. But if you have ideas, put them in the comments. And I appreciate you watching the video of my very first machine. It'll always be special to me. I don't have it now, obviously. I have restored many 301s since that original 301 that is in the hands of my colleague. And I was so grateful to her for making the video and sending it to me, because that first 2 years of machines I overhauled, I have the memories of them, but I don't have videos to share. Thank you all again for being the amazing audience that you are, and having class. And I'm not talking about financial class. I'm talking about the way you behave yourself. Because when you behave properly in a public forum, it's a wonderful reflection on the people that raised you. Thank you.